Look at your neighbor and repeat after me. Say, neighbor, I don't know about you, but one thing I do know is that I need him. Amen. I need him. I need him. Just for a few minutes. We won't be long. Take our time. As we begin to look at our text and topic, we find David, the psalmist, proclaiming, prescribing, predicting, and preparing the prescription of a life that's fulfilled with all that the child of God will ever need. In the number before the 23rd Psalm, he was looking at Calvary and the crucifixion before it ever happened. Stay with me, I'm building. And out of all of this, he gathered and came to the conclusion that Christ was all that he needed. But the question remains in this house on this morning is there anybody in this house that can testify to the fact that when you look back over your life and you see how far, Aunt Brenda, God has brought you, you came up with the same results as David. In other words, I think I have some living witnesses in this house on this morning that can be honest enough to say, you know what, Pastor, I don't know what I would have done in life if it had not been for the Lord on my side. Is there anybody that just want to take the time out, take maybe 8 seconds just to get on your feet, throw up your hands and tell the Lord, thank you, because I don't know what I would have done if it had not been for the presence of you in my life. Look at your neighbor and tell your neighbor, you're looking at a miracle. Yeah. Stay with me, Curtis. You're looking at a miracle. In other words, I don't claim to have it all together. I don't claim to be this, that, and a bunch of extra napkins. But if it had not been for the Lord saving me, I wouldn't be the man that I am on today.
Thank you.
Anybody in here, have you ever been told that you wasn't going to never amount to anything? Anybody ever been told you're going to be just like your daddy? You know what? That was one statement that was made that was so true. I want to be just like my daddy, my heavenly father, one who's able to do all things but fail, one who will pick you up, one who will turn you around. Look at your neighbor and tell your neighbor, he's all that you need. And as long as I got Jesus in my life, I don't need nobody else.
Amen.
Yeah, people told you that you would never be nothing. People promised you things and they came up short. People told you that they had your back, and instead of having your back, they stood way back. Family said that we must stick together, but every time they say we must stick together, they're never around. But when you call on the name of the Lord, he was right there. And in this, y'all, I'm proud to say that I need that man in my life. And every now and then, I don't mind telling the Lord, thank you. Think about your life. Come down just a little bit out. Think about your life before Christ. I think that those of us that can be honest enough to say, a time or two in this thing called life, we have shared with somebody that we used to be a mess. Come down on monitors, please. We've shared with somebody that we used to be a mess. How many times have you told somebody your story? Oftentimes we want to stick to these secrets and things, and we want to hold these things on the inside, and nobody is being bothered by these things but you, because you choose not to talk about it. But did you not know that if you were able to release, maybe you could help somebody by simply telling them, hey baby, I've been where you've been at, but I found my way out. All of us in here, we got a story to share and to tell somebody.
All right.
Yes, there are some things in my life that I'm proud of, and the church says. And there's also some things in my life that I'm not so proud of. But I'm thankful in this house on this morning that the things that I'm not proud of, that God has given me a sense of peace in my mind, where I don't have to keep beating myself up. It's not a good thing to beat yourself up.
That's right.
We got to learn from it. We got to grow from it. And then once we learn from it and we grow from it, we begin to become better individuals. But one thing I had to recognize and realize is that I could not do this thing all by myself. And I needed the Lord in my life. Amen. If you don't get anything out of this sermon on this Sunday morning, just know that one thing is for certain. You need the Lord. Amen. Pastor, what makes you so confident? What makes you so confident in saying that you need the Lord? One thing that I figured out in life, there are people that will come to you in life and pass by you. There are people that will come to you in life and cause all kinds of distraction. But what makes God so different than people is that even when we turn our back on God, He's still there. How many times in your life have you been angry and upset with God? You blame God for so many things. Truth be told, God didn't have anything to do with it. And we have to be careful in life. We have to be careful for the simple fact of every time we point one finger, there's about 3 other fingers that's pointing back at yourself. But what I like about David, you got to know the history of David because David had a testimony. What I like about David is that David recognized that there was something that was missing in his life. Anybody ever been down that avenue when you felt like there was a void? Something was missing in his life. But once David recognized and realized that something was missing in his life, he had a conversation with himself. I'm trying to help somebody in this house on this Sunday morning. You've talked to any and everybody about the issues, about the problems, and about all your struggles. But when was the last time that you had a talk with yourself? I found out in life, it's okay to talk to yourself just as long as you don't answer yourself. All right. When you begin to answer yourself, then that's when you might need to be checked out. But it's okay. It's okay. It's okay to talk to yourself. Tell yourself it's okay. It's okay. Truth be told, there are some of us that be honest enough to say, you know what? I wish I would have talked to myself before I made that decision. All right. And the church said, amen. It's okay to talk to yourself. But David began to get personal. Pastor, why are you saying that? David began to get personal. It was personal because David used personal pronouns. Me, mine, and I. All throughout that 23rd number of Psalms, it began to get personal with David. One thing that David recognized within the text that made him understand that the Lord was all he needed was that he figured out that out of all that he had been through in his journey, that the Lord was his everything. Anytime you see Lord in the Bible, it shows sovereignty. In other words, David recognized that there was no situation that he could go through in life where God couldn't be Lord. He's over it. Oftentimes in life, we're too busy trying to fix things ourselves. Sometimes we got to learn how to turn it over to the Lord. David said in the text, he says, the Lord is my shepherd. It's personal. And I shall not want. Michael Basin used to have a saying that he would say on his radio show. Michael Basin would say that everything is everything. Now I've stopped to serve notice to somebody in this place on this Sunday morning. God says it's time for you to recognize, just like David did, that he's showing everything. You look at your situation and you claim it and you say that everything is everything. Quit worrying about these bills. Quit worrying about the relationship. Quit worrying about the kids. Quit worrying about the job. Notice that everything is everything. I'm giving it to God. Whether you realize it or not. You don't have to be old no more to die. Church people are dying on a daily basis. You know what the number one killer is now? Stress. Stress is that secret assassin that will take you out of here quicker than anything. And if you've been stressing over a certain situation, you got to be like David and you got to claim God as your everything. You got to speak over that situation and say that the Lord is. So when I say that everything is everything, that's my way of saying that God is my everything. David shows gratitude in God being his everything by simply getting personal. He wasn't worried about getting good at what he was going to be in want and need of. Because the first few words in the first scripture text said that the Lord is my shepherd. After he acknowledged whom God was, he knew that he wasn't going to be in want. Did you not know we serve a God who will take care, who will give us our wants and who will supply our needs? But first off, we got to recognize that he is God and that he is over whatever the situation is. Look at your neighbor and tell your neighbor, I'm not in want. I may need some things, but I'm not in want. David said he's my shepherd. But I shall not want. What did he do? He showed personal ownership. That's why he used those personal pronouns. We show ownership to things that don't even belong to us. How many people have you heard claim that somebody is their man? Talk to the church. It's okay. That's my man. That's my woman. We show ownership to things that don't even belong to us. Look at your neighbor and tell your neighbor, make sure it belongs to you before you lay claims on it. Make sure. David said that the Lord is my shepherd. In other words, David was saying, he says, I belong to him and he belongs to me. And here it is. Oftentimes, before we became the individuals that we are on today, there are many of us that have been played on. And there are many of us that have played somebody. Y'all know I keep it real here. In other words, there are many of us that may have shared with somebody back when we didn't have any sense. I'll take care of everything. Anybody ever been down that road? There are many of us that have made statements like, you'll never want for nothing. Talk to me, church. It's okay. It's okay. Amen. Ouch. It'll be all right. But David recognized and he realized after he said the Lord is, he recognized and he realized, Montrese, that he would not be in want for anything. In other words, in this case, you can get whatever you like. David knew what to do. He recognized who was over his life. And it's the same God that said in Philippians 4:19, my God shall supply all of your needs according to his riches in glory. Just nudge your neighbor and tell your neighbor, I'm covered under the my. I'm covered under the my everything. All your needs and he covered your wants. That's why I lay claim on God. He's my everything. I'll never want no more. After him laying claims on the Lord, he says, shall not want, but then he maketh me to lie down in green pastures. Last week I had an argument with a man that cuts my grass. Shared with him that I don't want to see him none but maybe 1 week out of the month at the most. Listen. And he shared with me, he said, I want you to understand something about grass. He says, the lower I cut your grass, the quicker it comes back. I shared with him, I said, look, I understand all of what you're saying, but what you're not understanding is simply this. I don't care if my grass, if it looks like home plate, but what I'm simply sharing with you is simply this. I don't have the money to be paying you 3 times a month to cut this grass. That's what you're not getting. Once a month. It's all I want to see you. Talk to me, church. Once a month is all I want to see you. If not, we're going to have to put it on hold. Grass, the greenness of it, is a sign of life. And I've never understood how a brown cow could eat green grass and produce white milk. Some of y'all catch that later. It's all about the process. But David says, when I recognize that God is over everything, he said, the grass got to look greener. That those of us that can be honest enough to say, you know what, things did not get better in my life until I made that decision. And oftentimes we can be honest enough to say, somebody told you, some older person told you in life that the grass is not always greener on the other side, but we just had to cross to the other side. That's right. And all that grass that we thought was green, it began to turn brown, it began to die. But David said here in the text, he says, it makes me to lie down in green pastures. And then he said that he leaded me beside still waters. What David was simply saying was this. After the grass got greener, God allowed peace to come in my life. All right. Let me help somebody out in this house on this morning. I'll take peace over $1 million any day. You sit there complaining about your finance and all this. If I have $1 million, if I hit the Powerball, you can have all that. God, all I want is just a little peace in my life, because peace can take me further than $1 million can. Amen. Still waters. Think about what I'm saying. The water, still water. Water was designed to move. But David said, he leaded me beside the still waters. That those of us can be honest enough to say, you know what? I ain't getting no younger. I'm getting older and wiser. And the older you get, the less you want to argue. And the church says, amen. Ain't nobody got time to do all this fussing, fighting, and arguing. I'd rather let you be by yourself, give me some peace, and you some peace. Deuces, may the Lord watch between me and you while we're absent, one from another. Amen. Just for a little peace. David said, my life has been chaotic. I've come too far to turn back now. Lord, lead me beside the still waters. When you get home, I want you to do your homework and investigate still waters, because you know water was designed to move. He's leading me beside the still water. What David is doing here, he's covering. He's showing you and I that God is his everything. He's giving us all of these examples throughout every one of these verses. He says, then he restored my soul. You remember when you almost lost your mind? Oh, y'all ain't never done nothing in life. Yeah, you just popped out of the womb, just saved, sanctified, and filled with the Holy Ghost. David said he restored my soul. That's David's way of saying, man, I remember when I got out there, when I got into that extramarital affair, and I wanted to put this woman's husband on the front line, and I wanted him to get killed off so that I could be with his wife. And then he said, then we ended up and we had a baby. He said, then God allowed the baby to die because it was wrong how the situation was. David said, I almost lost my mind in that situation, but thanks be to God, he restored it. I'm trying to teach the text, y'all. He said, I remember where I come from. It wasn't right when I did what I did. Who I did it with when I done it. All right. But he said I had sense enough. I had sense enough to know that I had to reach up towards heaven for God to restore to me. And that's what I don't understand in households of today. I remember growing up, you didn't have no choice about whether or not you wanted to go to church. You live in my house, you going where I'm going, and we going to church. I ain't never seen so much emphasis put on different situations. We'll put more emphasis on graduation and prom and things like this, and then we wouldn't care what the kids did. You're going to make sure that he or she they dress for prom, but on first Sunday, you ain't worried about getting them in a suit to go to church. And the church said, amen. Drop the mic. Drop the mic, Pastor. David said, he restores my soul. That's why I ain't just up here just to be talking. I know I got a testimony that two type of peoples in life, and they both come to church. Some got a testimony, some got a testimony. But David said, I know my life story, and if it had not been for the Lord restoring me into the man that I am, he says that I would have gave up a long time ago. That's why every time I hear that song by Donna Kirkland, we fall down, but we get back up. I think about the past and the choices that I made in life when I fell down, but God told me to get back up. Said he restores my soul. He leading me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. In other words, what are you talking about, Pastor? Paths of righteousness. All of us in here, we know right from wrong. Amen. That's path of righteousness right there. Don't nobody have to tell you right from wrong. You grown enough to know that, aren't we? Aren't we? Amen. Path of righteousness. Don't nobody have to beat you down or anything like that. You know right from wrong. David said, my life began to change courses. He says, I was headed down a one-way street to destruction. He said, but now I'm on the right road now. And I'm trying to walk down Hallelujah Boulevard. David says, don't nobody know my story better than me. Yes, I've had some failures in life. But I'm so glad that I recognized and I realized that I needed that man in my life. He said he's my everything. He said, man, I'm done. After recognizing that God was his everything, he wanted to make sure that everybody understood that he took care of them. You know how it is in life. We want to show off. We want to show what belongs to us. David says, he takes care of me. After realizing he's everything, you understand where your help comes from. And all of us are honest enough to know that all of our help, it comes from the Lord. Verse 4. I ain't gonna even sweat this Sunday. He said, yea, though I walk. Somebody needs to hear this in this house on this morning. Look at your neighbor and tell your neighbor, keep walking. Keep walking. I didn't say kick rocks, I said keep walking. Even though you're in a fix right now, keep walking. Even though you're going through a situation in your life right now, keep walking. Catching hell on the job, keep walking. Tell your neighbor, keep walking. Watch this. David says, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. For thou with me, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of my enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil, my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Did you not know even when you didn't deserve it, you still got it? Did you not know that if it had not been for the Lord taking care of you, you'd still be in that same situation? What are you saying, Pastor? Why did David Montree say, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, in this thing called life, There have been times in my life where some stuff came into my life and it almost killed me. But look at your neighbor and tell your neighbor, what didn't kill you? It made you strong. Talk to me, somebody in this house. Those of us that be honest enough to say it could have took me out a long time ago. David says, yea, though I walk through the valley, shadow of death, I will fear no evil. In other words, my young folk, what are you saying, Pastor? I ain't never speaking. David said, I've been there before. The shadow of death, I will not fear. Why? Because I serve a God who continues to take care of me. So what are you saying to me, Pastor? Misused, mistreated, abused, keep walking. Criticized, keep walking. He takes care of me. Prepares the table in the presence of my enemies. What are you saying, Pastor? God can make it where all hell is breaking loose. You can still go to Popeyes, get that 3-piece chicken dinner, dirty rice, 2 extra biscuits with some honey and some jelly, and a strawberry drink, and enjoy your meal while your haters are coming after you. Did I just make you live in your life in this house on this morning? Keep walking and know, yea, though you walk through the valley of the shadow of death, God is still right there. Is it living? Is it living? Is it living in your life? Here you sitting there talking about you ain't hungry. The devil is a liar. Your stomach is growling. You got missed meal cramp. But because of a certain situation, somebody, they eat good. You sitting there worried about this. You better go ahead and eat. I'm trying to help somebody. Go ahead and eat. And let God handle it. Am I helping anybody in this house on this morning? He says, shake thou prepares a table before me in the presence of my enemy. Thou anointest my head with oil. My cup runneth over. In other words, after you get through eating, there's still leftovers. I'm trying to preach to somebody. Look at your neighbor and tell your neighbor, plenty of leftovers. Plenty of leftovers. Come on and get you another plate. What do you mean, Pastor? Why are you trying to figure this thing out? Man, God done already worked it out. And I don't know who I'm talking to in this house on this morning. God says no more stressing, no more worrying about the situation. It's already done. You better give it to God. Keep it moving, keep walking, and know that He's able to do all things but fail. Why? Because He takes care of me. Easy, Curtis. I ain't going there. It's the same David that said in Psalm 27, I'm done. It's the same David said that the Lord is my life and my salvation. Sound like y'all know this one right here. Whom shall I fear? Stay with me out before you get this check. The Lord is the strength of my life. Stay with me back there. Psalm 27. Yeah. In my life, you hear me, bro? Yeah. Wake up back there. Amen. He see these zeros, he gonna wake up. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the strength of my life. You need to know that God will take care of you. Amen. I pray and hope something said on today, and I'm done. I ain't going there. I'm praying and hope that something said on today that will help you along life journey where you recognize and realize that God is all that you need. And if you're excited to be in this house on this morning, doors of the church are open, and you understand that God is all you need, why don't you get on your feet right now and tell the Lord thank you as you put those hands together. Lord, I thank you for taking care of me. I thank you for covering me. I thank you for being there for me, God. I thank you for giving me a peace of mind, God. I thank you for making a way out of no way. Is there anybody in this house on this morning that just want to tell the Lord, thank you, Lord? I thank you because it could have been me. If it had not been for you, God, I would have gave up